Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard for our sail across to Staffa. Now, I say good afternoon as a greeting rather than a description of the weather. Fairly strong southerly breezes, southwesterly breeze. Overhead conditions have improved considerably. It was quite damp here this morning. It's certainly, I would say, bright rather than sunny, but you never know, it might get to sunny yet. The good news is the wind is behind us all the way to Staffa, and the other boat that's just come in there, he went to Staffa this morning, says the landing conditions are favourable, so we should get a good landing. It just might be a little bit bouncy, a little bit splashy on the way home. But when we get to Staffa, we'll land beside the clamshell cave. From there, just a short walk to get to Fingal's cave. We'll put you ashore there for about an hour, time to go to the cave and also go exploring up on top of the island. On our return, the first port of call is the island of Iona, which is across there on the left, or port side of the boat. If you're looking across there just now, you'll see the abbey standing out clearly there in the centre of the island. Iona is famous for St Columba arriving here from Ireland in 563. He set up the first monastery and from here spread Christianity throughout Scotland into parts of Europe. As we have on display inside the cabin, I just ask you to proceed with caution if you're moving around the boat, especially if you're using the upper deck. If you have any questions at all as the trip is, please don't hesitate to come up and ask. My name's Finlay, my crewman is Sean. We're here to help you in any way we can. So if you have any questions, just pop up and say hello. That looks a couple of days old at most. The rest of them just sort of several months old, but there's a very, very young one just on the far right there. And another very young one just kind of trying to inch its way towards the water. They come out of the water to help digest their fish. They've been fishing this morning, tide now. At the moment, kind of almost coming up for the warmest time of year. Got your cameras out trying to take some pictures or go to video. As you see, these guys travel at quite a speed and they like to fly through the air. So you'll be doing well to get a photograph of that, but you might well get a video of it. There's only a few of them. I'm not seeing that many. Usually common dolphins travel up into numbers of up to the hundreds, but I'm only seeing a handful of them. Some of them are still just down here on our left hand side. So keep an eye close on both sides of the boat. The sea conditions aren't great for slowing down today. Okay folks, here we are approaching Staffa. The first bit of Staffa that we look at is referred to as the Great Face. Now at the Great Face you can see clearly the three different formations of the basalt rock, the island having been formed by volcanic eruptions. The small cave on the waterline is called the Boat Cave, only accessible by a small boat on a good day. It does open up quite expansively inside the island. We're just approaching the entrance to Fingal's Cave, the largest, most spectacular and most accessible cave here on Staffa. 66 feet high at its entrance, it extends back into the island by 240 feet. It's about 20 metres high, 80 metres deep. Now normally I would turn the boat round and reverse back in, but I'm not going to do that today, just the size of the waves beside us, I don't want to turn round. Just to the left of the cave is an excellent example of the freestanding nature of the columns. The ones that are white, that's where columns have fallen away and into the sea. Now that happens on days like today when you get very heavy swells here. It is possible to get waves to weaken the structure sufficiently again on the days the heavy swells it gets knocked away, and we lost that section there about 5 or 6 years ago. The cave is named after the legendary Irish giant Fingal. He first came to prominence in James Macpherson's Gaelic poems about Fingal and his son Ossian, first published in 1762. Felix Mendelssohn, the German composer, visited Staffa in 1829. He was inspired by the noise that swell crashed through the cave, and he composed his Hebridean overture shortly after that visit. As you can see and feel today, good examples of swell and southwesterly wind, same direction, and so once you get to the cave you will get an excellent idea of what Mendelssohn was on about. We're just going along to the entrance to the clamshell cave. From there, just a short walk to get along to Fingal's Cave. There's a handrail that takes you most of the way to the cave. There's a short spell without handrail, but it's fairly flat at that point. You get about halfway back inside the cave. There's a barrier that prevents you going any further back. Please don't go beyond that stair for your own safety. It's rather slippy at the back of the cave. There's a non-slip surface on the path to the cave, and that's up at the handrail. There's an access there that gets you up onto the top of the island, but to make an entrance to the cave you must come down along the front here. Now there is still an outside chance of seeing puffins ashore here at the moment. We pretty much say the end of July is when they depart, but have seen quite a few puffins flying past us in the passage. So if you do want to go and look for puffins ashore, it is up the stairs and turn right. It's very important that you turn right. You almost double back on yourself. You follow the well-defined path that takes you to a green grassy slope that's just come into view over the left shoulder of the boat. If you look up at the green grassy slope there just now, you will see a pink marker up on the cliff, and that is an old fender, similar to the ones that Sean's just put down the side of the boat, and that shows you the best spot for seeing the puffins. It is very localised where they are here on Staffa. They're not all over the island. I repeat, they are not all over the island. They are just this one little spot, and you do need to be patient.